Righty. Wow. Thank you all so much for being part of this 12th PyCon Australia. But we're not done yet. We have some great social events tomorrow, including karaoke, lightning talks, video games, some RPG one-shot sessions, and more. Check those out on the Sunday page of the program on our website. For now, I need to thank some people who made this event possible. I want to thank our sponsors. We couldn't have made this event as accessible to as many people as it has been without you. So a big thank you to our platinum sponsors, WSP and Canva, our gold sponsors, Google Cloud and Octopus Energy, and all our wonderful digital sponsors. We couldn't do this without the continued support of the PSF and Linux Australia. Thank you so much to our media partners, Ryan Werner from Next Day Video and Citrix, for getting all of us onto everyone's screens so successfully and with an amazing level of polish. I'd like to welcome Sarah Germain from Linux Australia with a few words.
Hi folks. Firstly, I would like to acknowledge that I'm coming to you from the lands of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nations. I'd like to pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging, and would especially like to extend a warm welcome to those Indigenous or Torres Strait Islanders that are joining us at the conference. Wow, what an amazing conference it's been. I'm Sarah Germain and I'm here as the President of Linux Australia. Linux Australia has about 5,000 members and we're here to represent users and developers of free and open technologies. Linux Australia are proud auspices of many conferences, including this one. PyCon has always had a special place in our hearts and has grown from strength to strength each year. On behalf of Linux Australia Council, I would like to say thanks to all of our volunteers, but a special thanks specifically to our core team. This core team have come together to bring you this magnificent conference, and despite lockdowns, it has been so amazing to see this team rally and support each other. I know firsthand that running a conference, especially during a pandemic, and to add to that online, is no easy task. This team has spent all of their spare time organising this for you, and I for one really do appreciate it. Some of you are even helping run a second conference that is LCA, which reminds me, CFP closes this weekend. I hope you've submitted. Now, before I get sidetracked, I want to thank each and every one of these individuals for their tireless efforts. Without this dedicated team, this conference wouldn't have happened. They have managed vendors, sponsors, speakers, volunteers, bank accounts, our treasurer Russell Stewart, and attendees. So everyone, please join me in thanking Benno Rice, Cynthia Del Rio, Russell Keith McGee, Michael Deirdricks, Neil Cox, Ryan Werner. And finally, these three. Apparently they're called the Director Triforce, and I think that's an absolutely amazing name. But these three have given their conference their all, their blood, their sweat, and their tears, into making sure that this conference is the best experience that you could possibly have. Now, if I was on site, I would probably start with a standing ovation for these three, but in lieu of that, please join me in applauding the Director Triforce, Richard Jones, Katie McLaughlin, and Jack Skinner. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah, for that. In December last year, we realized the pandemic had an ongoing high probability of disrupting an in-person event. And well, here we are. We still dearly wish for Lee Bernecki to get her in-person event. So a substitute team stepped up, a Triforce, if you will. We talked through our options for what the event would look like, and in the end, tweaked the formula a little from last year, kind of hoping to support viewing parties. Little did we know that even that option would be off the table. I am sad that we didn't get to see those parties happen, but I am truly proud of the event that we've run regardless. For the first time, a PyCon Australia has had live captioning of talks. We've had 60 speakers step up and present talks over 2 days of program. Speakers, you are all amazing. Thank you. This event has only happened because of the support of almost 40 volunteers from the community. Thank you again to all of our specialist track organisers. It's been such a delight to hand you a blank slate on yesterday's schedule and see the wonderful content that you've put together. We've had the most wonderful, dedicated people running the specialist tracks this year, and it's been amazing watching this whole thing come together. Ryan, Chris, and the AV team have provided all our speakers with tech checks so they look and sound way better than your average Zoom call. And our pre-recorded talks went through a rigorous QA process, and they've been working tirelessly throughout yesterday and today. I've just had word from backstage that some videos have already been published online, thanks to Next Day Video's amazing work. You can find them in the PyCon Australia YouTube channel. The URL will be posted on our website soon. Thank you to everyone who's been behind the scenes of the production. Without you, the event would never have run so smoothly yesterday and today. And thanks to the folks who helped review and then select the program from all the wonderful talk proposals we received. There are so many people that go into making every PyCon AU into a reality, and this year is no different. But PyCon AU wouldn't be what it is without the community, and that's you. Everyone here is part of the reason why we dedicate our time to putting this together. And so I want to thank every one of the over 650 people that attended for fulfilling that PyCon AU community dream. So with that said, the conference part of PyConline with the speakers and talks and such, that's over for another year, but the event isn't. Tonight, we have an organised Zoom call we can all join, and our host, Cynthia, will help organise some breakout rooms so the huge number of attendees isn't completely overwhelming. Keep an eye out in Venulus for the link. And so that brings me to tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day of silliness, socialising, and maybe some typey of making the codes. If you haven't checked out the details on the Sunday schedule page, please do so now. We have lightning talks hosted by Chris Neugebauer and Libby Berry. We have some sprints. We have some games, including some video games and some one-shot role-playing sessions. After tomorrow, PyConline AU is over for another year. And like always, we close on this. What's next? We'll have more to share on that around the start of next year. I'd love to have an in-person event if the world lets us. But whether it's in Adelaide or online, we'll be coming together again in 2022. So thank you all for making yesterday and today a wonderful success. And we'll all see you tomorrow for the lightning talks and various social activities. And we'll see you next year. Finally, thank you so much to my core team. I'd like them to join me now on stream. Here they are. Yes. Oh my lordy, what a wonderful bunch of people. Russ, thank you for staying on for yet another year, making sure that the conference stays enough in the positive numbers. I can't ever remember whether they're red or black, to ensure that there can still be a next one. Benno, even though it was an incredibly tough year for you to find the time and energy, you still joined us and helped make the program amazing. Cynthia, thank you for stepping up to help us organise the events, to help us socialise even when disconnected by space. Mike, thank you for taking on the task of herding all the cats behind the scenes, wrangling all the production volunteers, keeping everything running on time and routing problems where they needed to go. David, thank you for managing the complexities of the speakers' green rooms and tech checks and all the AV things. Neil, thank you for coming on and helping out with sponsor wrangling, a task that can be full of truly baffling conversations. Ryan, I've already mentioned you, but I feel I need to again. Your passion for this community is clear in the attention to detail in your work and the time you devoted to my team to help us make this event. Our event has been so smooth and polished. Thank you. But most of all, my deepest thanks go to the two folks who stood with me back in December when I was unsure that this was even a good idea. Katie McLaughlin and Jack Skinner are the best people, and I have been blessed to work with them. By myself, I am certain I would not have been able to make this event happen. Together, combined, we make a super conference director. Katie, thank you not only for running our conference comms, but also stepping in to fill so many other shoes that I kind of lost count after a while. Ticketing and program co-chair and just generally doing all the things. Jack, thank you for wrangling sponsorship and for your invaluable advice and support in the operational side of the conference and generally doing all the other things. Thank you both for your support for me and for the entire team. Look, I'm being told somebody else wants to join the call. As my gift to you, I commissioned artist Sally Duval to capture the joy I have of working with both of you. And now I'd like to invite the rest of the core team back, please, because I couldn't have done this without each and every one of you. There we are. And to close out, we have a tradition in PyCon Line AU meetings where we end the call with a therapeutic scream into the void. Take it away, everyone.
What a weekend. Thank you, everyone.
Again.
All right, and we're out of it for now. Well done, that was amazing.
Oh,
Richard, you
think I was actually
butthead.
muted.
I'm just watching it back now too.
oh no! I don't know whether I want to.
So I found my new avatar.
I say, do we want to continue the stream? Just go back with it. For a bit more. Should we give him a bonus one? All right, here we go.
Ah.